Hello.
Oh, there's the elbow to the side. I knew I could get one of those before the night was out, and sure enough. Today is day 312 of the RobLynn Live Network's consecutive, and we say consecutive, no failures here, of RobLynn Live's, the variety chat that several of you love to love.
Love to love.
Almost said love to hate. At any rate, there's
Maybe
probably
that's
some haters
yeah. I'm
out
sure
there
there's
too.
haters out there.
All right. Well, hashtag RobLynn Live and Ollie.
The underdog.
Thank you. Monday had a virtual plethora of events. We'd like to mention those in passing if we may. At 8 a.m., Sister Comfort was on, 8 a.m. this morning. And this morning's topic with Comfort was, and she had Miss Funmian today. Very nice.
8
Two
a.m.
lovely ladies at 8. Equipping missionaries to keep up their good works. That's kind of nifty.
Very nice topic.
Yeah, that's certainly passing things along.
Helping missionaries, pastors, priests, etc., to not have to do everything under the sun just to survive. They can focus on what they do best.
I like that.
The beauty of it.
I like that. We're happy to see many of you using hashtags tonight. That will be good for the algorithm. And if you do anything on social media, hashtag away.
That's right.
It's a good thing. If you need any hints on hashtagging, Marty DeGarmo is good at it. And I think the old Mad Hatter's getting better at it. So give us a ring, give us an email, give us a shout, whatever you feel like doing. And Greg Duda is here. We want to say hello and prayers to him. Spoke to him on the phone today, and he feels a little better, but he's still having some issues.
That's so nice that you're here today with us.
Hey, we're very happy that you're here, Greg. Thanks for being here. And if you need to go to sleep, hey, just do it, brother.
And everybody send prayers his way, please.
Yes. Prayer Warriors at work at RobLynn Live. It does work. We also want to send prayers out to Bruce Gerstein's lady, who had a surgical procedure and now is facing a couple of other issues, one issue in particular, and prayers out to them. Healing vibes in both Hebrew Bruce and in Filipina. So
also Bruce is having some medical issues as well.
Okay, so, prayers to you, Bruce.
Prayers for Bruce Gerstein.
All right, prayers all around to your family, Bruce.
We love you.
From us to you, brother. And at, let's see, at 11 a.m., Red Redfern tried to come along by himself, only with Jane, but lo and behold, it looked like Susie McRae crashed it.
Yeah.
And Chris Johnson crashed it. And Marty DeGarmo crashed Jane and Red on Monday, Fun Day.
Charles Osong.
And Charles Osong as well. So it was quite a party there today.
They had fun.
Went on longer than the 30 minutes.
So Chris gave up his slot so that they could go on longer.
Correct. And have a little party.
So it is a fun Monday.
A fun day Monday.
Mm-hmm.
A Monday fun day.
That's
whatever
right.
You want to call it.
Exactly.
It was fun today. And then at noon, along came Pop DeGarmo, and that's hashtag MARTY, capital D, small e, small g, ARMO. So hashtag Marty DeGarmo today at noon. Then at 3 p.m., holy smokes, along came Julie Wynn and Michael Williams. They came along with a bit of update and some good information for everybody. And also at 3 p.m., it was a magic duo daily, and they are the power of hashtags. They talked about the power of hashtags and keywords.
That's really good, you guys. So go and watch it. It's on Yasmin Kastan's YouTube channel.
All right, and they are on, is it daily now?
Daily.
Ooh, doggies, wait till they see what it takes to go daily. You'll have fun doing it. Don't worry. Mad Hatter's a sick puppy. So you'll be fine, just fine. You girls are on top of your game.
And you see what Gene's saying, that they've had multiple power outages due to heavy rainstorms. So we'll stay on as much and as long as I can. Aw, you be safe. Dee.
Hashtag unstoppable. Hashtag RobLynn Live. Hashtag storms won't stop on passing.
That's
That is
cool.
a truism if I ever heard one. Hello, Lydia. Glad you're here. And Michelle Weaver, we're very happy you're here from sunny sunny South Carolina.
Uh-huh.
Let's see,
Oh.
that's home to two senators. Let's see, Mr. Scott and also Mr. Lindsey Graham. So they have two senators there, a former governor, and Miss Haley. And that's all I know for now about South Carolina. Oh, I do like, I almost called him Kurt Gowdy, but his name isn't Kurt. It's Mr. Gowdy.
All right.
I like him too.
Irena,
And Irena is here. We're getting a really bad storm where she is.
is there storms all over now?
Hoping not to lose power. We had a storm here this afternoon while you were napping for that 1 hour. And at 4 p.m. along came round 2 of Comfort Comfort with panelists Fernand Cuete with a K, Andy Burks, who we all know, and Miss Anita Olson, who we all know from the U of K or UK. UK, not U of K. That would be Kentucky, University of Kentucky. All right. Prayers from Olive Tom to all who need them. And let's get it on here. It's a little past 8 p.m. I think we were a little bit tardy, but once again, we had technical issues, which we won't go into. But we're here now.
And look at Henry with all his beautiful hashtags.
Hey, Henry Horn in the house with his hashtags.
It's beautiful.
Thank you, brother. And they're all about ONPASSIVE. How cool is that?
Nice.
And he's sending prayers to his brother Bruce as well. See, Bruce, people are on your side, brother. They're sending prayers to the good Lord. 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time brings you all Ollie, Lynn, and the Mad Hatter, also known as RobLynn Live with Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
True, for everyone's favorite, or maybe not so favorite, variety chat hour or so. As you guys know, RobLynn Live, especially when Mr. Mafar comes along, or Marty and Chris and you name it, come along. Gina Leva, when she comes along, we sometimes can go a little bit over. And I want to say hello to my friend in Israel. I do know your name as Kobe and Hassan, and very glad to see you, sir. Thank you for being here. And we'll look forward to seeing you every night, which is just about when you are here. So shalom to you, our brother. And let's see, continuing on. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We need subscribers. It's not a dirty word. It's the S word for subscribers. And once you've subscribed, hit that bell icon. And you know what that does? Ding, 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 ding. That ringing of the bell, not Grandma Bobby's bell, just the make-believe bell, will get you notified whenever we go live or post a video. We are working on our video skills and hope to be launched with those skills between now and 2030. So we are working on.
We're super slow, you
no
guys.
breath holding here, please.
It's so busy, we're trying to carve some time out to do those, learn how to create videos. Hi, Peter Hauge in Philippines.
Hello, Peter. Salamat for being here, brother.
From PNG, though.
Okay, so we know about the bell icon. Please join in the chat. We see there's plenty of you joining in the chat. Hello to Lori Lunn and Chris T from the Philippines. Ava Diaz in the house. Ava. If I keep saying Ava, maybe everybody else will get it right.
It's Ava.
It is Ava. Ava.
Larry
almost
loves,
sound like I'm singing in Hebrew there.
And Larry loves party crashers.
All righty, we do too, Lori. I don't think we have any tonight, but one never knows. Please join in the chat. Please wait for Lynn to ring Grandma Bobby's cowbell, which will ring in the fact we'd like you to guess where Ollie is in the virtual background. Wait for the highlighted chat, and then it's game on, kids. It's game on with the guessing. Hello to Shirley and Armand and Yin, who I said hello to, and Mel. You're here, Mel. And Balala's here, and Ann McLemore, Three Hugs is here. Kathy Totham's here. Kathy, we will do a O Connect soon as I can get some time here. You can count on it. And Charmaine is here.
Sadananda did a hashtag. Remember, no spaces, Sadananda. Has to be hashtag unpassive. All squished together.
And it's up to the operator if they want to do all caps or a cap and then small letters or all small letters. We are equal opportunity here.
Just make it one long word. If it's a whole bunch of words, just put them all together. That's the main thing.
All right. And we want to mention what Jean just said. Janet Butler put a shortened version of the, and there's Marion Dawson. Hello, Marion. And Janet Butler put an awesome shortened summary in the back office too. Thank you, Miss Butler. Okay. Yeah. Good to know that. Thank you for doing that.
In the updates section, people go and check it out.
It is in the updates? Okay, good deal. There's Harry. Hello, Harry. Glad you're here.
Rachel's here too.
So wait for the, hello, Rachel, and wait for the highlighted chat, and then it's game on, as I mentioned. We have a few announcements tonight, and forgive me if I sound redundant. I am. Let's just get the biggie out of the way.
That's your middle name.
My middle name is what?
Redundant.
Thank you. Always kind of you to make a nice remark. I always appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Another zinger in the Nakamoto Gorman household. Just let's get the biggie out of the way. Navigate to migrate, sign your NDA, get your referral affiliate link to get your 7 days or less of the O tracker. Now, it was mentioned today, and also get your O Connect, what's left of the O Connect of the 7 days additional. Now, it's been mentioned several times. Ash mentioned it in passing, to keep your eyes open, peeled, and ready to get it on.
That means something's going to happen.
Something's going to happen with the paid and commissionable. That's P&C, and there's Marty DeGarmo.
Hello. Oh,
oops.
I think he just has a message for me.
And what is that message, Marty?
He says, oh, okay. What's the name? I'm going to bring him.
The link is coming your way, Mr. DeGarmo. I'll continue on while you link up. And Carmela Schwartz is here. Hashtag Carmela. And Kiane is here. And saying all sorts of hellos to people. And Casey Zevenbergen is here as well. Okay, the earth is moving. If you can't feel it shaking, take a nap and come back, because things are getting rumble time. It is rumble time. Could be as early as today or tomorrow, so be ready. Please pray for Ash and his family, including his lovely wife, his wonderful wife, the boys known as Chunky and Armella. Omar. Sorry about that, Carmela. I was combining you and Omar.
We knew what you meant, honey.
Obviously, I didn't. All right. Standing by for Marty, but we'll also say to pray for the OTEC teams, the support teams around the globe. And as we add more offices, we're going to have more employees. So pray for them all. No worries, Toda, my friend. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I'm trying to learn more Hebrew.
Toda. I think
Toda.
You're right.
Toda. Okay.
That's what Ash said.
Ash straightened me out on that
Toda.
for sure. All right. All right. We do. And please pray for Bruce and Greg and anyone else who you may know of who is not feeling well or has been involved in an accident. Francis Tay, Bruce, is sending you wishes to stay strong and healing prayers your way, brother. And Marius is here. A good late night to you as well. From Munich. Ooh, doggies.
Wow.
Germany's in the house. Is it 1:30 in the morning? Oh,
pretty cool.
It's either 1:30 or 2:30, depending on the place in Europe.
Hi, Jackie, and hi, Marcian.
And Jean says, was that nice way of saying I'm long-winded, Rob? No, I didn't say that at all. Miss Nakamoto was referring to me. And oh, goodness, you are not long-winded and you're well-spoken, and we appreciate all your input.
Definitely.
All right, our topic for tonight, and I'm glad you asked, Miss Nakamoto.
All right, you're
Did you
welcome.
send Mr. DeGarmo
The link.
the link? Okay.
Yes, I did.
Our topic is on passive and hashtag the impact of social media. Not too shabby for a topic.
That's a great topic, actually.
I thought it was pretty good, and
I sure
if I'm not mistaken, you came up with it.
Yeah,
You,
I did.
Nakamoto. All right.
What a shocker.
No, it's not a shocker. 180 of you are here tonight so far. Not too bad, not too shabby.
Carmela.
And we appreciate it. There's Carmela sending rocket ships.
There's dear Pat.
Hello, Pat Parent. She's cooking. Go ahead and continue. What's for dinner?
Yeah.
I missed dinner tonight. I'm having a coffee, though, con leche.
Hi, Grace.
All right. On passive and the impact of social media is our topic. Ollie's Monday night question. Get ready, kids. This is from Ollie. What is your favorite social media platform so far?
Oh, okay.
So far, not shofar, as in the ceremonial ram's horn. And over the years, some social... Uh-oh, here we go again.
I'll get it.
Getting old. It's getting old. I'm getting old, and I bet you turn the pages just right. Thank you.
Yeah, they stayed in order.
All right, no problem. And they should be numbered, but guess what?
They're not. That's what I was guessing.
Some social media platforms have come and some have gone. And you remember, and Marty says he needs a link.
And I gave it to him. He has it now.
Okay.
Oh, honey.
Some like a feather in the wind. Guest coming with me. Okay. All righty dighty. We like that.
Yeah, exciting.
And who knows who that guest might be, but we will enjoy them to the max, as we always do.
We love surprises.
So let's talk about Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, Telegram, TikTok, which is one of Marty's favorites temporarily, and YouTube, to list a few. And now, the new kid on the block, get ready, ONET, formerly O Network. Here's Mike Ellis. All righty, Mr. Ellis. Welcome, brother. Glad you're here, Mike. I don't know if Marty mentioned the topic, but we're talking social media and on passive tonight. And last night we talked about hashtags, which is near and dear to Marty's heart and has now become near and dear to mine. So thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
No, Marty told me I had to be here.
Well, I don't believe that.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Yeah, we were talking and we thought it was a good idea to come on in and chat with you all.
All right, sounds good. I'm going to do probably another 5 or 7 minutes, and then we'll bring you guys in.
Yeah, okay. Have at it.
All right, man. I'm off to the races. Please listen in. Okay, Facebook, Instagram, etc., and now the new kid on the block, as we mentioned. And I was supposed to say something about a super sticker from Richard Lamott, and this one as well. Or have you come that far?
No, we haven't gotten to it.
Okay, we will be mentioning that soon as well. Okay, we also have Socially O Connect, if you hadn't heard, folks. Kids, boys and girls, moms and dads, aunts and uncles, cousins. It's an audio-visual conferencing platform, even for starters. You don't have to be a computer expert to be in ONET.
No,
you don't have to be a computer expert to be in ONET.
That's true.
Either way, you win. You're in it to win it. Dr. Bill is back in the US of A. And I had to attend a big supporter and founder of ONPASSIVE'S, Dr. John Hughes. Dr. Bill, prayers to Dr. John Hughes' family.
Oh, that's so sad.
That is sad. He was 81 years of age. May he rest in peace for sure, Dr. Bill. And thank you for letting us know, because I know probably in the Atlanta area, many people know of the doctor, Dr. John.
I'm sure.
So thank you for mentioning that, Bill, very much. Dr. Bill, that is. What lures us in? to these platforms. And just what keeps us there? Well, the global population, of which there's 8.4. Oh, bidee. We got another bidee. I must be nervous because Mike's here and
You're excited.
and we got another guest maybe coming, Mr. DeGarmo.
Yes, he is on his way.
He's on his way. All right. The global population, whether age 12, age 88, age 61, or age 100, likes to communicate. They like to talk about themselves. But it's nicer if they can talk about that with someone else, a friend, an acquaintance, or family, which is cool. And that's how social media really came about, in our humble opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Within 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, 28 to 31 days in a month, had to look that one up. You never know about leap year. 4 to 5 weeks in a month also, and 12 months in a year, we're faced with spare time. Now, some of us have more than others, okay? Granted. But we all have at least 15 minutes a day, whether
True.
we're in the bathroom or the comfort room, as they say in the Philippines. I love that, the comfort room. Yeah. Or wherever. If you're outside having your cafe con leche, which I would rather be outside than inside, but we can't get the internet quite as well out there, so we're inside. Let's take a peek, shall we, into our social media applications. Now, we're starting off with a bang, and we're going to continue bang, 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 and biggity bang. There's going to be, where'd that word come from?
Praveen says her favorite social media platform is definitely YouTube, especially the hashtag RobLynn Live.
Praveen, you're
Thank
very
you.
kind to say that. We appreciate you. We love you very much. Thank you for being
Thank
a supporter.
you.
And Shirley Dotson's here. There's Doyle and Frank Rowe, and Davina is here. Cynthia Deering, Brain, Theodore, and Gemma, very kind of you. Thank you for that super sticker.
She is a longtime supporter.
A longtime supporter and quite the traveler, from what I'm told.
Mhm.
And our YouTube user, who we know as Pedro Estrada, is here. And thank you for being here,
Appreciate
Pedro.
it. Thank
And
you.
your support means the world to us. We mean that from right here, for sure.
Definitely.
And, oh, I'm out of breath. Why am I out of breath? Okay,
Take a
Al
deep
Prater's
breath.
here, sending wishes and prayers to you, Dr. Bill, and your friend, Dr. John, and his family. All right. Porky Pig, Rob, love bite me. Alrighty. Am I looking porky and piggish?
I don't know.
Maybe. All right. Well, just call me Porky.
Hi, Sarah from Bay.
Hashtag Mad Hatter. Hashtag Porky.
Sarah's here.
Thank you, Sarah. Hey, we're glad you're here tonight. Thanks a lot, Sarah. We will be talking again soon. And let's talk a little about O-Mail, shall we? Is that okay with you?
Yeah, certainly.
All right. It's a free email application, has no spam. Video emailing, if you hadn't heard, Miss Nakamoto, video emailing, very socially active on that.
And Olive reminds us, don't forget the background. She's good about reminding us.
We will get on that in just a couple of minutes, Olive. Speech to text, lightning fast speed, the ability to import contacts, and addresses from existing email accounts. What more could you possibly want? Oh, how about unlimited storage? And how about the fact it's unlimited with no cap?
Oh,
Did you get that?
That's good. No cap is wonderful.
And we have a cap that says no cap.
That's true.
Online and offline calendar integration, nowhere but ONPASSIVE. Synchronization, oh, that's a big one. That's a 38-cent word there. Across multiple devices, the ability to schedule O-mails. Now, have you heard of that anywhere else? Scheduling your O-mail when you want it to go out.
It's such a convenient thing to have.
So if you're busy the next day and you want to send an email today, schedule it for tomorrow, but type it today.
So
what do you think of that?
That means you can go to sleep and not have to wake up early to send an email because you already have it scheduled. And this is what Richard explains.
Bidee was Porky Pig saying it was. You're right.
right.
Well, just call me Porky for short.
I forgot that's where Bitty Bitty was first
Bitty, bitty,
heard.
bitty.
It's Porky Pig. Yeah.
Porky Pig. Well, just call me hashtag Porkaroo. That's me. All right. Let's see. Oh, Nelly. And how about it? The fact that OMail is embedded with AI technology.
Woohoo.
Nowhere else.
That's
There may be
exciting.
people trying, but we're flying. There's a big difference there. How about ONET? Can we talk about ONET for just a minute before the guys come in?
Certainly. Hi, Janet Butler.
Hello, Miss Butler. Excellent job on the shortened version. Very
Thank
concise.
you for the notes. That actually was really thorough. Thank you very much. I'm really loving it. And many people will be blessed by those notes that you took. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Janet
thank
Butler
you.
says, currently I use YouTube and WhatsApp daily. I'm looking forward to the new version of hashtag ONET to utilize clubs and view those that I choose to follow.
Not too shabby there, Miss Butler. Good stuff.
Wonderful.
Hopefully the weather is okay. I know it's been up and down there with the tropical storms all over the place, but be safe, please. And Francis Tay in the house. Hello, Mr. Tay.
Thank you.
He's sending a super sticker. Thank you, Francis. That's very kind of you.
Thank
More
you
than
so
generous. Thank you,
much.
brother. Very kind, very kind, very kind. All right. And it was good working with you on solving that issue today. That was fun. A little bit of a hair pull, but we did get it done, and that's the important thing. All right. Whew, we're talking about O-Connect.
Sherry, hi Energizers. I love her comments. They're always so cute. Lynn and Rod, the Mad Hatter. Thanks for your constancy, and all you do. You're
Thank
welcome,
you, Sherry. That's very kind of you.
Sweet Sherry.
And I still haven't gotten Lynn a pair of boots for the next winter event, or she hasn't gotten them for herself. But sometime between now and 2041,
and
I
will always
probably
be
do it.
grateful to Sherry because when I went to Boston for the top event, I didn't bring proper shoes, and I only had sandals, and it's so cold for me, living in Florida. I'm not used to the cold. Then she lent me her boots, so thank you so much. You
Very
saved
kind.
my life.
Yeah, for sure. And certainly your toes from being frostbit.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
for
All right.
sure.
What else do we get from ONET? Ugh, you can send personal messages to customers. Are you kidding? If you want to send a message from your ONET, I'm talking still ONET, you can to your customers, to your friends, to your family.
Wow.
Focused and targeted advertising. We like the word targeted, don't we, Nakamoto?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Nakamoto to me, I guess. It increases the visibility of targeted groups. This is how Ash does it. This is how we're going to do it. Just like Ash. All right. It's highly effective, ONET, in creating social networking. Ooh. Bye-bye, other guys. There's a new kid on the block. All right. ONET is here. Oh, yeah. ONET is ready to fly every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And did we mention this? How about uploading videos for you YouTubers, or for you people that want to create something on Canva or create something on Create Studio? Is that
Create
it?
Studio Pro. Mm-hmm.
Pro, which we're working on, Marty, I promise. And allowing comments and setting up clubs for folks with similar interests. Where else can you set up a club? We have a QR club that I'm trying to get with everybody on. I'm a little slow at it, but the baseball club's doing well. So is the NFL club, the hockey club. The QR club has got the most. We're pushing 70 or maybe more
That's
now.
Good, huh?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's fun. And I do try to send everybody a message when you join the club. So let's interact, kids. It's fun, fun, fun.
And if you can't find the club, just ask Rob to be your friend. And once he accepts your friend request, he can put you in one of his clubs or all of his clubs.
Yeah, it's very quick that way if you request a friendship. Because some of you, when I type your name in, I can't find you. For whatever reason. I don't know if I'm blocked. I might be blocked. The Mad Hatter, now known as Porky Pig, might be blocked. Just kidding, everybody. All right. Want to get how about blogging? Oh my goodness, how could I forget that? Oh, blogging. through ONET.
That's a big functionality.
You can do it. I almost came through the screen again, video-wise, or you can do text.
Wow.
Now, how about that?
Wow.
Talk about social media. We are the king. We are the giants. Coming to a theater near you now and soon with other applications. Okay? OConnect. Can we talk about OConnect for just a moment? Speaking of social media, socializing, getting to know people, getting things done, OConnect is the finest, bar none, audio, video conferencing. You can send a you can do a webinar, you can set up, which I did today. You can set up a conference, anything you want. You can set the time as long as it's not within 10 minutes. I believe that's the time limit now. Set it up for the future.
To set it, it has to be at least 10 minutes from the time you're starting. When you set it up.
Yeah, I use too many words.
You can't
That's simple.
like if you set it up now, you can't set it up for right now. It has to be 10 minutes from now. That's what he means. Right?
All right, that is exactly what I meant. OConnect has no cap. It's unlimited. We've had as many, I believe, as 86,000 plus on an OConnect. Now, nowhere else in the world can you do a video conference, and right now we've got 16 folks that can be speakers. I think that may be increasing. I think I heard Ash say 24 for starters.
I think isn't it 17? 16 or 17? I think it's 17.
Right, it may be 17, but it's going up to 24. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Mafara.
24.
Exciting stuff, and then unlimited participants. Are you absolutely, as Marty says, freaking kidding me?
In the future, yes.
How about the fact we've got screen sharing, and a whiteboard, and resounds. And who likes resounds? Porky Pig likes them.
He loves them.
Bidee. And Lori, if we're not friends, send me a friend request. If we are friends in, what do you call that? The one and only ONET. I know what it is. In ONET, send me a friend request if we're not friends, and I'll send you the link immediately as soon as we get done tonight. And who knows when that might be with Mike Ellis and Marty and who knows who else. Okay.
Are you wrapping up?
I'm wrapping up right now. Sorry. Speech to text, multiple languages, nowhere else. Multiple languages are welcome. And oh, yes, AI embedded. All right. AI embedded. Can you feel me? Can you really feel me? We are off to the races, flying high. Rumble time. The train has left the station and is headed to the next new top. Okay, what's coming real quickly? Academy, connecting the world with quality education. That's a social platform. Think about it.
Yes.
Teaching people. Hello, and there's Marty. I'll be done in just one moment, Marty. And how about Marketplace, where there are going to be unlimited items that'll be available to buy, subscribe, share, and one more. How about On Family? Talk about bringing families together. On Family will be the name of the game.
On Joy?
On Joy. Well, On Family may come along after On Joy. On Joy is for families. That was a typo.
I know what you meant.
Sorry, guys. All right. OnPassive is going to be, and already is, if you think about it, your one-stop shop for all things social media wise. And on that note, I'll only say we are still one family and will continue that way. We're one team of global tech, media, and support staffs. We're Porky Pig again, and one massive movement, and of course, one OnPassive.
All righty. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the contest now.
That's
and
okay.
So we can
we'll slide to the side since we're running a few minutes behind. There we go. There's the background. Ollie is eating large. I mean large today. And he's got, is that a pina colada? Come on, man, it's got to be. Yeah, it's a nice frosty drink. And it looks like that could be shrimp. I'm not sure. Oh, and a nice background with, it looks like either huts or small houses.
Try not to block the screen so much. Yeah, just for a second so they can actually see it.
How about now?
Yeah.
All right, let's ring the bell. let's get it on so we can bring Mike Ellis in and
Here.
Marty.
I'm ringing the bell, spotlighting one comment, and then you can make your guesses. And
All right, there's the bell. Here's
this is the comment.
from Mahadeho Wani. Hand pink waving. Well, I'm glad you asked. Here's another hand pink waving.
You can make your guesses, and we'll let's look at.
It'll be a silent. For now, it'll be a silent. I call it an auction. It's not an auction. We're not giving away anything but love.
That's right.
So anyway, please guess often, and let's get it on right now. So let's highlight the first guess,
and then we'll bring in.
And
Mike
then here
Ellis
comes Mike and Marty.
Okay, looking for the first guess. Who's gonna be the first guesser? No. Okay, we got
Shandan says India.
All right, he's the
All
first
right.
guess.
All right. Well, let's keep guessing, guys, and let's keep mentioning what your favorite social media platform is.
Say it loud.
Net. Oh no, they can hear me loud and clear. Oh net. Oh connect. All right, let's bring in Mike Ellis and let's bring in Marty DeGarmo.
All right.
Now that I've simmered down, Marty, fire us up, you and Mike. Hello, guys.
Fire, fire, fire. Okay, that's not.
I'm ready to rumble, boys and girls.
Sounds like you've been rumbling, okay?
Well, my stomach's been rumbling in anticipation of what might happen in the next day or so.
Anytime. You're right.
Rob.
Tell them to keep their eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled, definitely. Because it can happen anytime, for sure.
All right. Good stuff. Why don't you start us off, Mike? We were talking social networking.
Yeah, we'll let Marty start that off, but I want a quick comment, just very, very quickly. You know, I'm kind of old school, guys, and I've been watching all the pictures go by, and starting with Lynn, Unpassive has beautiful women in Unpassive. I mean, it's absolutely awesome. Maybe that's not appropriate, but that's just the way it is. I mean, I absolutely love it. Your topic today, social media, it's a great topic. We'll let Marty start it off, and then I'll come on in. Yeah, and we'll toss it around.
Appreciate the compliment for Lynn and all the ladies.
You bet.
Yeah. Well, what about me, Mike? You didn't nothing.
You're gorgeous.
You're just a teddy bear, Marty. All the women love you.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I'm a teddy bear. All right. Anyway, social media. Wow. I've used it a lot for marketing mainly. I'm not really into a little jibber jabbering, but it's a powerful tool. I mean, right now it's somewhere around $130 billion a year market cap for social media. And everything we do, I mean, if you even look back to when Libya was taken over by the spring, whatever it was called, it had to do with social media. People in these countries are seeing what the world can be like. And then they look at the dictator they have and go, wait a minute, what's wrong here? And they're rebelling. It's happening all over the world. Now, there's a good and a bad side to it, but people are realizing this isn't country by country. It's a world market. Everything that goes on is world market, from social media to look what happened to us in 2000 when we were all on Zoom because the world shut down for a year. Look what happened on Unpassive. It blew up. We brought in 1 million people that year or close to it. But social media is very powerful. If you can learn how to use it, you can use it to your advantage if you want to do stuff like building a team. Myself, Mike, and Dan used Facebook exclusively to build our team in Unpassive. Listen, the problem with it is it's not easy. It takes years and years to figure that out. That's what the beauty of Unpassive is all of us are experts now, right? You don't need to go through that nonsense that we went to. And it was crazy times. I mean, every day something new you found out that you didn't know, and you got to try to figure out how to fix it, and then something else pops up. But with Unpassive, I don't care what your background is, you're an expert because they're doing all the heavy work for you. And they're using social media, whatever you want to call social media. It doesn't have to be a platform. Socializing media is all of the signs they have up in Dubai. That's socializing media. People look at it, they respond to it, and I'm blown away over that. I'm blown away over how the company has mastered a new phase of marketing. It's hard for people to wrap their head around it because we're used to what we've done. Well, how come they're not doing this? And why don't they put an ad in the paper? Why don't they put an ad in the? Those days are old. It's not how things work. And it goes back to this. Well, why don't you do it like this company and this company? Because if I did, I'd be like those companies, and we don't want to be like them. There's nothing about us that is normal from the CEO down. It's just not. You can't say, "Oh, we're like." No, we're not. That's why with the competition, I was talking to Mike about it earlier, and automatically, and me too, you want to set up competition. We're not in competition with anyone. For one thing, we invented the game. How do you look? If I'm playing football and I want to beat you in football, we got to be playing football. If I'm playing tennis and I want to beat you in tennis, we got to be playing tennis. What happens if you invent the game and nobody else is in the game? There is no competition. Nobody can be in competition with Unpassive. Unpassive has invented its own game. So we are the winner. We will be the winner. And I believe this game will become more and more popular as industries start to grow from the AI part of this this phenomenon going on now. You will see companies that will go to school and learn to build a company the Unpassive way. And I believe there'll be a before and after Unpassive. Hold on one second. I believe there'll be a before and after Unpassive, right? I believe there'll be, oh yeah, that happened when? What was before Unpassive? Those kind of conversations will happen. And I think that's pretty cool. I also, after talking with Mike, it's very difficult to let go of because we judge everything by where we've been. I can't judge by tomorrow. I've never been there tomorrow. None of us have. But I can judge the journey that we're on. And that journey tells me whatever I knew doesn't matter. I mean, it'll enhance what I know, but to try to put the building blocks together to make sense, you're wasting your time. Unpassive does not make sense. It is not orthodox. There's nothing making sense about it at all. That's why it's unique, because it wasn't built that way. It was a concept of, if people need it, we'll build it, and we'll build it better than anybody else, and we're going to put AI in it. And then later they go, oh, I wonder what the cost is. No freaking company does that. I had to put that freaking in there. I just can't help myself. But no company will do that because it doesn't make sense money-wise. But if they were smart, and because Mr. Mufaro happens to be capital smart, he looked at like, if the ingredients is money, why do you have to mention money? You don't. Give everybody what they want. This isn't this unique. It is. It shouldn't be. Do the right thing. Treat people right. Give them a big bang for their buck. That should be natural. It's a shame it's not. It's get away with what you can. Build it just good enough. Just a little better than your competitor. And when it gets bad, tape it together and add a little bit more to it. When it dies, build another one a little bit better than that one. That's not Unpassive. And this is what we're part of. I see people that just keep thinking so small. Open up. The fence is down. Don't stop at the fence. It's not electric. It's not there. Run. You could do whatever you want in Unpassive. And social media, when you hear what it's worth, you know why they give it a market cap? Because of where it's been. And they project. The projection for the world and for the industry of social media or AI, they did not put in one big factor: Unpassive. I believe all the numbers we hear and we talk about are a projection, and they left out a key piece of this puzzle. It's called unpassive. I believe the numbers we hear, oh, in 2030, AI is going to be X amount of market cap. Freaking no way. I'm saying it again. There's freaking no way, because the game that we're bringing is different, but value is going to triple. I believe we'll be doing something nobody's ever seen before. And social media is a big one. If you go look up, and you can do this, I've done it. You do a survey on what people don't like about Facebook. The list is A to Z. People say, well, why don't they leave? Where are they going? There's nowhere to go. Until now. And when people see social media net, and they get that going really, really well, it's legit. You're not being scammed. You're not being chased around. They're not using your data. It's lights out. It's lights out. A lot of this stuff, people say, how are they going to market? How are they going to do traffic? We will be the traffic. I was talking to Mike earlier. We will be life support for companies, not individuals. Companies will come here and will survive because Unpassive exists. I tell you what, I've been in companies that the products were pretty darn good, and they're dead now. Why? Because how long can you run a company that 1.5% of the people drive the workforce? It's impossible. But how about if you take that company and you put it, and your tools are Unpassive? You have to win. If your product's good and your tools are Unpassive, it's over. We are life support system for companies, and they don't know it yet. Think big. Keep going with this. It's not what we think. Yes, it's individual. I was talking to Mike also about this funny thing where people go to Burj Khalifa, and the people go there and go, oh, what beautiful colors. Is that amazing? But there's the individual that looks at it and goes, freak the colors. What is it saying? What is Unpassive? Once those words come out of someone's mouth at a dinner table, Uncle Bob, the CEO of a mid-sized company, cousin Sam, who's the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, goes, who the freak is Unpassive? I guarantee CEOs walking there and watching that big building and going, that's amazing. They see that company going up and they're going, why is that company going up? Who are they? Who do they think they are? It's over. That's exactly what it means. It's over. That is the seed that's planted. Oh, it's a beautiful color. Guarantee that one guy's going, yeah, the color's nice. But who the freak is Unpassive? Anyway, but social media is changing the world. And we're changing the game. And we own social media. I mean, add it up, get a calculator. It's just going to be what it's going to be. And it's going to be unbelievable. I am done now.
And thank you. And Janet Butler says, #Unpassive, people before profit.
That is sweet right there. People before profit.
That's beautiful.
Absolutely.
That's Unpassive, for sure. Are you ready to hand off to Mr. Ellis?
Yeah, thanks, Rob.
All right, let's get it on.
You know, when you listen to Marty, there's 1,000 different ways you can go as he talks. And of course, I think about all of them, but I want to focus on being in the game. It's so important that the individuals in Unpassive, the founders and those individuals participating with Unpassive, you're in the game. And this is all about social media. And what is social media? Social media is a way to tell people what you're doing. And I know we have people out there that are very, very excited about Unpassive, and nobody knows what they're doing. Now, the people here, most of us are up, and when it comes to founders, we're very, very open. We'll talk to founders. We'll tell them everything. We absolutely love each other. We're a big family. But if you haven't gone on social media, whatever it is, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it is, and told people what you're doing, tell them, I'm in Unpassive. That's what I'm doing. You need to do that, and you don't need to think about what they're going to think of you. Okay, I'll tell you a quick story. There is a certain group of people that I know, some friends of mine. These are very, very successful people, very, very influential, and they don't know what I'm doing 4.5 years ago. Well, take that to the present time. And this has happened multiple times, guys, and this will happen to you if you put it out there what you're doing. These individuals came to me and they said, "What are you doing? What is ONPASSIVE? Why are you so excited about ONPASSIVE? And how has ONPASSIVE gone from 5 people when you got in to over 2.2 million people in ONPASSIVE?" You have to be in the game. You have to tell the people around you what you're doing. And the reason you need to do that is because of all of what Marty said, all of that Mr. Mufara is doing, all that ONPASSIVE is doing. Eventually, ONPASSIVE is going to come into their line of sight, and it's going to register. This is something special. This is something big. And, oh, I know Joe. He's in ONPASSIVE. Maybe I should go talk to him, and he can kind of fill me in on what's going. And it doesn't matter if the individuals are interested in an opportunity, coming in, participating with ONPASSIVE, and looking at the structure of ONPASSIVE and how it can help them. Or it's a CEO that runs a very, very large company that is interested in staff or OConnect, some of the communication tools that we have in ONPASSIVE. And from there, if you're in a very large company, many of the tools of ONPASSIVE, you're going to be using them. So you have to be in the game. And if you're not in the game, if you're afraid of what people will say about you, you need to get over that. You need to get over it very, very quickly. Here's what's going to happen. Right now, those founders we've got, I don't know, 800,000 or so. We've got an additional 1.2 million individuals coming in that are going to use the tools of ONPASSIVE and participate with ONPASSIVE. And when you use social media, and it doesn't matter which one you're using, and you put the word out there about ONPASSIVE, because of everything Mr. Mufara is doing, with this amount of people, it's going to go viral. And Marty will tell you the same that I will. When things go viral, that's when it gets exciting. Yeah, we've got 2.2 million people coming into ONPASSIVE as Ash releases the products. They're going to come in and they're going to buy. But as they share, as they're on social media, as they're introducing this to people, the 2.2 goes to 5, then it goes to 10, then it goes to 50, then it goes to 100 million. And when I say those numbers, and Marty will verify this can happen very, very quickly. We had the opportunity for some of our stuff to go viral, and within 4 months, it had 1 million hits. People were coming in. I mean, it was really, really fun, very, very exciting. Now multiply that by 1,000 because of ONPASSIVE. What we were doing, it sucked. Excuse the French. It wasn't very good at all. And we got 1 million views. Using ONPASSIVE with the products that they have, the tools that they have, the solutions that they solve, and getting it out there on social media, and all of a sudden it goes viral. And you can see this as you're on whatever platform you're on, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, whatever it is. You can see when something goes viral, whether it's a movie or an entertainer or just some quirky guy out there doing crazy things. You see that viral effect. You will see that with ONPASSIVE because of the amount of people that are in, you and I, and not being afraid to put it out there, because eventually those individuals that looked at you and said, "Oh, there he or she goes again." and I get that. Marty's gotten that. We've all gotten that. But over the course of time, when ONPASSIVE and it's already doing this right now, guys, explodes in the world, they're going to come back to you, and they're not going to say that. They're going to go, what are you? And this is exactly what I got. Exactly what I got from these individuals. What in the hell are you doing? I mean, literally, what are you doing? They wanted to know everything. And again, these individuals, very, very wealthy individuals, but they're influencers. And the funny thing about those individuals that are influencers that make a lot of money, they want to make more. Okay, that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. Unpassive was made for individuals to change lives, to give people the opportunity to follow whatever dreams they have. And if that's their dream, that's fine. I believe that'll change over time. And when they learn what Unpassive really is, we come in and we change lives in ways they can't even imagine yet. But initially, they come in and they want to, what are you doing? We want to have a piece of that. We want to do this. And these individuals, they have thousands of people that they can bring in. And they saw all of this because of social media. And it's because I put it out there when it wasn't popular. My family would look at it and go, oh, Lord, there he goes. But I did it anyway. I know Marty got the same thing. Dan got the same thing. And we would put it on YouTube. We would put it on Facebook. Marty's doing many, many other platforms right now. Don't worry about what people are going to say, because I tell you flat out, I've experienced it. They're going to come back to you, even though they might have bashed you in the past, and they're going to go, no, really, what is this? And this is all social media. So what is the impact Unpassive going to have on social media? Well, number one, it's going to have a massive impact on every social media platform right now. Number two, this is where it gets really, really exciting. We're going to take them all. We're going to take them all to ONET. ONET is so far superior to anything that's out there, with the security, with everything that they do. Your information is locked. No one's going to use it. We are going to take everybody over to ONET. How long is that going to take? I don't really care whether it takes a year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. I think we're going to take the majority of the market over there because it is ethical, clean, and honest. And that's another thing Marty and I talked about. When people understand what Unpassive is, that they're ethical, clean, and honest, that's all they need to know. They're in. They're coming hard because they've never seen that before. I have never seen that besides Unpassive online, honest, clean, and ethical. I've seen people that came in with the initial thing they want to do is be honest, clean, and ethical. But within a matter of days or weeks, that's out the door, because they see that the company that they're with, they got to do things that maybe they don't want to do. Now, Marty, Dan, and I, we decided we would never do that. And that's why we had a lot of failures over the years. It's because we just wouldn't do what these companies would do. But with ONET, people are going to come in. They're absolutely going to love it. And what happens when they come into ONET? Yeah, they get the security. They get all the benefits of ONET. But Unpassive is going to start to put things in front of them. Again, this is social media. And they're going to put things in front of them that they want and need. And they're going to show them how superior, how above market the products of Unpassive are at a lower price point. We have everything now. And the main thing for those individuals that are participating with Unpassive, the main thing you have to do, as Marty said, you have to get in the game. You can't be afraid of what people are going to say. Number one, Unpassive, who cares what they say? We know what it is. Mr. Mufara has built this thing in 4.5 years, and it is unbelievable. There is no aspect of Unpassive that you need to be embarrassed about or ashamed about. Not a one. And as people come in, regardless of what they say initially, it's okay. They're going to come back to you. So whatever you do, if you haven't told people what you're doing yet, and I know we have some shy people out there, they love the founders because you can come in and chat. But if you haven't told people what you're doing, and you just have to put it out there in a post, put it out there however you want to put it out there in a video. And it doesn't have to be aggressive. It's just, this is what I'm doing. When people know what you're doing over time, those individuals that are in your group, and if you look at Facebook, most people have, 200 friends on Facebook. They're going to come back to you and they're going to ask you, okay, I give, what is this? And when that happens, It's not a question that you have to sell them. It isn't. You have them. It's a done deal. They've come back. They've asked you about Unpassive. You tell them about Unpassive. It's over. So Unpassive, it's going to affect all of social media, every aspect, every corner, everybody on social media. And it is going to go viral. It is going to go viral on those different platforms. And when that happens, everybody here is just going to have a great time. It really is fun. It's just a blast when things go viral. This is Unpassive. This is what Ash does. This is what we do. We change lives, and it's happening now, and it's going to continue to happen. Stay in the game, get in the game, and escalate your game. You're not going to be disappointed. So hopefully that helps a little bit, guys.
Yeah, that's terrific, Mike. And I've got an example that happened today. Believe it or not, I purchased a domain for very little money, robgorman.net. Pretty corny sounding to me. I don't do Facebook in general, to be honest. Lynn is a Facebook person. I posted one sentence on Facebook. Hey, take a look at this. I don't know how many people have clicked on it, but I had a lady who I talked to 6 months ago, who I've known 10 years. I mentioned Unpassive to her back in the day when we got in 2019. She saw the link, clicked on the link, which took her right to the OMail video. And she says, well, what do I do to sign up? I said, well, all you had to do was look at the end of that video and you'd be in. So it does happen, even to me. So what you guys have said here tonight is, and this is proof positive. This is a small scale, robgorman.net.
Yeah, if you want to hear about clicks, talk to Marty. I mean, he's seen more than anybody on this webinar tonight. And when you start to see those clicks, it's fun, absolute fun.
Well, my little 80 or 90 this afternoon was a lot of fun. And I didn't know some of these people. Some of them were founders, and that's cool. It'll give them the idea, well, maybe you should do that on Facebook or Twitter or whatever.
It's all about planting the seed. Everybody thinks all the plants will pop to the ground at the same time. They don't. They don't. But I want to be Johnny Appleseed. I'm throwing seeds out by the fistful because I know eventually they're going to pop through the ground. I don't care when. If you cover enough acres, you're just going to look back one day and you're going to see a forest. You got to believe it, and you keep moving on. Myself, Mike, and Dan never dwelt on trying to talk somebody into it. I didn't like it. I don't do it. In fact, the more you don't say, the more they want it. Crazy. We did so many tests, guys. It would make you laugh. We did tests that would make you laugh. Asking somebody a question face to face, and then ask them a question when they're by themselves, the answer is totally different. Guaranteed. We saw it a million times. Once you learn to not fall in love with something you're doing, fall in love with what works, it changes everything. But just plant the seed. We've gone to people and, everybody was told fake it till you make it. I was never any good at that. I have to believe in something. I go after, boom. If they prove to me they suck, then I know it's bad. That happened to us a lot, by the way. But I've had people, they call me and, hey, how you doing? I just became friends with them. Good. What are you doing? We don't know each other. And I can see this guy's fishing because he wants to share his idea. So I go, oh, not much. Hey, you ever look at other ways to make money? No, I used to, not anymore. Oh, you're not interested in making more? No, I'm really happy where I am. I'm just not looking. I don't have another pole in the water. This is it. I'm doing very well. Thank you. I hope you do well, I told him. Hope you do fantastic. Well, I know he's not, right? I mean, the statistics are he's losing his shirt, right? I don't need to meet him. So what happens in a couple of minutes? 20 minutes, if nothing was said, I left already. The instant message there, but I left. Bing, I go back. So what are you doing? Now and I know he's desperate because I can tell by the way he was chatting with me to begin with. And I go, I'm in a company that we're hoping to get launched. It's an AI a high-tech company that's growing very, very fast, and it's something I love. I've been online 15 years, and I've been looking for something like this my whole life. That's it. Well, I'm not really looking for anything. I didn't ask you if you were. Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. So how would I get more information? Do you want more information? Yeah. Are you sure? Just constantly taking it away, constantly. And they finally go, yeah, he got in. I never worked so hard at trying to keep him out, but because that desperate part is what kills people. Listen, I told everybody, don't try to be a marketer in ONPASSIVE. I got bad news for you. I've met thousands of people on ONPASSIVE. I have yet to meet a marketer in ONPASSIVE. Not one. I've heard people say they are. And I ask them a few questions. I realize, not in my book, you're not. Mr. Muffar is a marketer. Way bigger than anybody I've ever met. No doubt about it. But if you can't drive your own traffic, create your own targeted traffic, you're just a wannabe marketer that buys solo ads or whatever it is you do. That's not a marketer. So, but what are you? You're human. If you share it like you share everything else, you can build a good sized team. Just keep it. Don't go to somebody like you're selling something, because as soon as you do, they get the car salesman mentality. This guy's trying to get over. Never. Me and Mike, when we first met, somebody asked, well, what do you do if somebody asks you how much you make? I said, nobody asked me that. You control the conversation. Listen, they're gonna throw up on you first, right? You know that's coming. They can't wait to tell you what this great thing they have that mathematically is horrible. Okay, it's horrible. So just play off of that. I mean, you share stuff every day. I'm just share it. Yeah, hey, I'm not going to be here. I moved over to another email. So if you want to get a hold of me, do omail.ai. Okay. Why? Why what? Why did you move? Oh, it's got blank, blank, blank. That's what I was looking for. Anyway, I'll see you later. No, hold on. Is there any way? Anyway, what? Anyway, I could have it? Oh, yeah, it's free if you really want it. Yeah, I want it. You sure? Yeah, I want it. Now you've turned the conversation around. The guy's begging you to get in. I don't know about you, but that feels good, okay? That feels a lot better than begging everybody else. And they get in, they see it for themselves. It's just the way you approach people. Do not be a marketer. Why? Because you're not. I'm not going to be a painter. Why? Because I can't freaking paint. Right? I'm not going to be any of those. I'm not. Don't do it if you can't do it. But I'm passive, and I've said this from the very beginning. When the opportunity comes that you can buy traffic, and you're getting some money in, I'm not going to say apples ever again. Asset money. I'm saying money. When you get commissions, use part of those commissions to drive traffic as much as you can afford. I would do it in the beginning for at least 6 months. And I've always said, your great-great-grandchildren never have to work again. They could be an ONPASSIVE. That's my opinion. I am not speaking for the company. But no, I mean, the company's doing all the heavy lifting. I didn't, look, Ash didn't call me and say, hey, Marty, we're putting a show up in Burj Khalifa. You got a few bucks? I couldn't afford one pixel, okay? I couldn't afford one pixel. So they did all this for us. Let's do nothing. And you don't have to share. But we all got limited amount of time. I'm not going to wait. I want to get where I want to get quick. Why wait? Especially if you don't have to do it. You don't have to do anything. Like Rob, you're all laid back. You're messing with QR code and all. We talked about QR code 3 months ago. I can't stand QR codes now. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. There are QR codes everywhere. I mean, and they're huge. I don't think people know how to make them smaller. They're like the whole page. And I'm going, oh my God, what a monster we created. But no, that's fun though. I've seen some really funny ones, like don't dare scan me. What are you doing scanning me? Stuff like that. People scan it. They're nosy. Anyway, that's all I have right now.
Just briefly before you get going again, Mike. Today, I had a solicitor from the largest cell phone company in the world, and we all know them by their name A. So A calls me today saying, "Hey, we hear you're in business." Yeah. Well, guess what we do now? We have artificial intelligence. I'll say it, it's Apple calling me. Little old Rob Gorman, what are you calling me for? Well, we have QR codes and we thought you might be interested. I just burst out laughing. What do you mean you have QR codes? So do we. So I just saw you get a smile out of that. Lynn wanted to ask a question. You want to go ahead?
Yeah. So, like, for people that say, "Oh, I'm not a social media kind of person," what do you say to them as far as what they could do to make an impact as a affiliate or a customer within OnPassive? What can they do that's easy, I guess? Some people just don't care for this stuff.
Yeah.
They could buy traffic if they want to build it faster, or they could let it go organically and let it grow. Listen, we were told all this. The beauty about OnPassive is you have choice. Do what you want. Don't do anything that makes you uncomfortable. I'm not telling you to go out and talk to anybody. But if you did say, "Hey, I just got back from Walmart, they're running a sale," Walmart's not going to pay you anything for that. Newsflash, that's not happening. You tell them about a great movie, MGM's not going to send you a check. But on passive, if you find something you really like, that's what I'm saying. Don't lie. Hey, I really like this old mail. You got to see it. If you do it and they trust you and you're sincere, they're going to look at it. It's free. But no, I wouldn't make anybody do anything. If they can buy traffic and do nothing, just run the traffic and boom.
And like Pam said, I'm not a marketer. I'm buying traffic, says Pam. Go ahead, Mike.
There you go. There you go, Pam.
I have a little different take, not much, just a little bit. I want you to get out of your comfort zone. Okay. I want you out of your comfort zone. Number one, when you talk about OnPassive, you don't have anything to be ashamed about, period. Okay. Now, whether you like social media or you don't like social media, that's okay. The people around you, and if you count the people around you, it's more than you think. Whether it's your family, whether it's your church, whether it's some organization, those individuals should know what you're doing. And they're going to, it's funny, every time I go to one of these things, they always ask me, "What do you do? What are you doing?" And it doesn't have to be complicated. I'm in OnPassive. It's an AI IT company. It's online marketing. And I'm just having the time of my life. Boom, you're done. You've planted that seed. And Marty talked about seeds. And I love that. You plant as many seeds as you can. And that's all it takes. I'm in OnPassive. I love what I'm doing. OnPassive. And you get your community to know what you're doing. And this isn't on social media. This is just your community that you're involved with. If you do that, everything that I talked about before will happen. People are going to hear about OnPassive. You have to hear about OnPassive because of what we're doing, because it will go viral. And when Marty talks about planting seeds, this is what you're going to be doing. And Marty's right. It doesn't matter when that seed comes up. If it's a carrot seed, it's going to come up in a couple of weeks. If it's a bamboo seed, it's going to come up in 5 years. Do I care when that seed comes up and starts to blossom? I don't, because every seed that you plant that comes up, and more will come up as OnPassive moves forward. Each one of those seeds is a different stream of revenue. Okay. Yeah, OnPassive is about people changing people's lives, but we want people to bring in the revenue to change their lives, fill their pockets, and then be able to do those other things. And every time a seed comes up, it's another stream of revenue. And when you have 1 and 3 and 5 and 10 and 100 and 200, all of a sudden you're in a place where your finances are taken care of and you can start taking care of other people. Okay. When Marty, Dan, and I started, we started with 0. Dan and I, we came under Marty because Marty bugged us to death. We just had to do it. No, that's not true. We know what we were coming into. But when we started, there were just the three of us. We didn't have anybody else. And then all of us started planting seeds. And as I've been in on passive longer and longer, social media, the whole, we aren't marketers. What we do is we come in and educate. And the way we educate people, they don't even know they're being educated. And that is a gift. It's something you have to learn how to do. And Marty does it better than anybody. He'll give it to him, he'll take it away. He'll give it to him, he'll take it away. And if they piss him off, he's not going to give it back. I mean, that's just the way it is. But it's something you can learn how to do, but you don't have to do that. Just plant the seeds, let them come up. Doesn't matter the time frame. When they come up, you're absolutely going to love it because your income is going to increase. And this is just you doing a few little things. Now on passive does what they do. As Marty said, buy traffic. You all can't believe how viral on passive is going to go because of everything that we do. The founding members, those individuals participating with OnPassive, and what OnPassive does. This viral effect that's coming to all of us, and social media is a big part of that. It's going to be something that's never been seen before in the history of business or the history of the internet. I believe that 100%. And we have front row seats. We get to participate with that. And every time something goes viral within OnPassive, we benefit from it. So I don't know if that helped or not, guys, but I threw it out there.
Well, the plan, to agree with both you guys, planting the seed is what it's all about. And a lot of us planted seeds years ago with people, and they just, like Marty's friend Dick Tracy, Ron says, oh, you're not interested? Okay, next. There's no reason to harp on somebody, push somebody into anything. They'll be back.
Yeah.
As Arnold says, I will be back.
That's right.
And all these people that have told us no, including family members, they're going to see the light because their neighbor is going to be an OnPassive. The guy that they work with or the lady they work with is going to be an OnPassive. The doctor is going to have something about OnPassive in his office, and they're going to say, gee, Mike talked to me about that 4.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just think that's the way it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And for the person with one foundership, what would be your advice to them as far as the seed thing? And the only reason I ask that on behalf of both of us is we have friends that have one account that have said to us, I don't think I'm going to do very well. And we remind them, do you remember what Ash said? You can have one account or 1,000 accounts. It's not going to matter. One account is all you need.
Yeah, I have people in my family, Rob, that are like that. They're never going to do anything. They have one account, and they're hoping that account brings in enough income to give them some relief. In the early years, they didn't listen to me, which is okay. But we're getting to the point where they're starting to listen to the numbers. I don't care how many accounts you have, whether it's one. I don't care if you do anything with that account. There are some people that it's not their forte. They're not going to do anything, and that's okay. Over time, because of OnPassive, because of what Mr. Bufara is doing, because of what other founders are doing, there will come a time when they wake up and they go to the wallet and they're just going to be flabbergasted. They're going to go, oh, you were right. And I'm so happy I listened to you. The people that just have one account, will never bring anybody in, they're fine. They don't have to do anything. They're going to be fine. And Mr. Mufara has told us that. We don't talk about the numbers much anymore, but in the early days, Ash talked about the type of marketing and the number of people that are going to be coming in. And I won't get into that because if I do, I'll get into trouble. But it hasn't changed. OnPassive it is going to be massive. And those individuals that have one account, Mr. Mufar is right. They'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It's what ONPASSIVE does. This is what we do. This is what ONPASSIVE does. And for the majority of the people that come into ONPASSIVE, they can bring in 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. If they do some of the things we ask them to do, they can do more. But it's not necessary. ONPASSIVE is going to take care of everybody. Marty, you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, listen, it was originally set up. In fact, Ash rarely talks about somebody that owns more than one account. I mean, he never talks about it. You want to do it, go ahead. But he never asked anybody to do it. He never. The important thing to remember, nobody can come into ONPASSIVE except to a founder. I believe we're going to be, Ash is going to take care of you as much as he can legally. We already know that. He mentioned that if you have one account, it's enough. That's good enough. And because we know who he is, we know what he's done so far, let's have the faith. You're going to be good. Very good. You can't help but be good. If there's 100 million people in here and then one day 1 billion, are you kidding me? Just wait. You'll find out more of how things are. As said, don't talk about money. Don't talk. And I get it. But what you do know is millions of people are going to come in. We're selling products that everybody wants. I do want to say something to somebody. If they have a little bit of wanting to expand it and they're not afraid to talk to a few people, do one thing, do yourself a favor. If somebody's setting you up to talk to somebody, just find out if they're a man or a woman. Don't find out who they are and what they do. I don't give a crap what they do. I don't care if they're CEO or the president of Uganda. It's better to go in and treat them the same as you would your neighbor, your Uncle Bob, or whatever. Don't. And me and Mike, we've had 3-ways, and people start to tell me, and I always, no, I don't want to know. Is it a man or is it a woman? I don't want to feel anything different because I'm going to talk the way I talk. And sometimes you get in and somebody says, this is superintendent of schools. And right away, the person's already nervous. Don't do that to yourself. Talk to them because you know they put their pants on just like you do, or they put a dress on like Chris Johnson. I'm just kidding. I had to get Chris because he isn't here. But you know what I mean? Everybody's human, okay? I met some of these CEOs and these people, these like big powerhouses. And when you meet them and you talk to them alone, they're that little kid and that little girl inside. Trust me. Nobody's that special. But don't kill yourself with who they are. Go in, it's a human. It's a man or a woman. Talk that way and just be confident. Because Mike said one thing, and this is very, very important. One of the most important things said tonight. There is nothing about ONPASSIVE that you should be embarrassed of. This is the best thing that ever happened to you, and I don't even know you. Some of you, I don't know you. I know no one. I don't know anyone, and this is not bragging, that spent more time online than I have. No one in the last 15 years. Since I've been in ONPASSIVE, I never missed a day. I attempted to, but somewhere that day I got on and did something with ONPASSIVE. And let me tell you what, when you walk through the coals for 15 years and something like this comes that I've been looking for, Mike too and Dan, when you do see it, you darn right I'm going to talk about it. In fact, I talk about it while I'm awake. In fact, I think I'm talking in my sleep about it. So, because I know what power and what change it can have on everyone. Really, I believe that. I wouldn't say it if I didn't. And don't be nervous. Do what you want to do. ONPASSIVE is the biggest choice in the planet. You can build it if you want. You can work it if you want. You can relax if you want. Like Mike said there, you know what I really like? Me too. I love it. I love the diamonds in the rough. I want you to come out of your comfort zone. The last 2 weeks, they've had gentlemen here from Singapore and Thailand and Malaysia, and these are introverted people. 3 or 4 years ago, they wouldn't even turn on the radio, much less come onto a national stage with thousands of people watching, and they're the speaker. That's what Unpassive did to them. That's what Unpassive did to them. And you look through the history of the most powerful, influential people that ever walked the planet were introverts, but they felt safe where they were when they came out. That's Unpassive. And it's going to bring people out that we've never seen before. So it's a beautiful thing. But like Mike said, step out of your comfort zone. You have nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing. And that helps. And by the way, the more you know about Unpassive, the more you will come out. The reason you're not stepping out, part of it is, yeah, you might be an introvert and nervous. It's because you're not tapped in. You get tapped in and know it like we do, I'll deliver it naked. No, I'm not going to do that. I just thought I'd say that. But, well, I mean, I don't have any clothes on from my neck down. I'm just kidding. But really, I don't care. I care what people think if it's something bad, but Unpassive, I don't care if they like it or not. Because I know it's a good thing. I know it's a good thing, a great thing. Anyway, that's all I have.
Mike, you want to add to that? I mean,
yeah, just a little bit, Rob. You know, it's so interesting. Marty talks about the people that we talk to, and they're just like you and I. There's nothing extraordinary about them, and they could be. Some of the individuals I talk to, I've known them for a lot of years, and they're worth millions. I mean, millions. But when I talk to them, they're the sixth grader that I knew X amount of years ago, and they're just as interested in what I'm doing as they're interested in other things. And by the way, one of them is an orthopedic surgeon. He's been doing it a long time. Very, very good at what he does. But he understands that there is a time frame on what he can do. He is going to have to stop that at one time or another. And when he does that, where's he going to go? What's he going to do? Well, Unpassive is one of those things that has no discrimination. It doesn't matter if you're 18 or 108. It just does not matter. If you've got a sound mind and can come on, you can work Unpassive if you want, or you can just watch it. I have a lot of people in Unpassive that they're going to manage things. They're going to manage their business, their account. And I think you're going to find over time, even if they don't do a lot, that's going to take quite a bit of their effort just to manage what's coming in. That's how well I believe Unpassive is going to be doing. You know, Marty talks about knowing maybe 1% or 5% or 10% of Unpassive. And when you think about it, that really is extraordinary, because let's say there's 90% behind that we don't know what it is. I mean, you think it's a tsunami now. Wait until the 90% starts to catch up with us. And that's when Ash comes on and says, you will be the hunted. I don't care what you've done with Unpassive. I don't care. If you shared it with the people around you, the people you love, your friends, just telling them what you do, when that 90% comes out over you, you will be the hunted. People are going to come to you and they're going to ask you to explain what Unpassive is. It's not even important if you can do that or not, because if you can't do it, Lynn can, Rob can, Marty can. You can bring someone in that can talk Unpassive 24/7. That's easy to do. And over the course of time, when you listen to enough of this, all of a sudden you can do it. So we're in a great place. I want to end with this, but I want to put this in here. If you're 18 years old, if you're 19 or 20 years old, and you are not in Unpassive right now, in 10 or 15 years, and you have that much time, you're going to look back on it and you're going to go, what did I do? Unpassive, yeah, it's meant for everybody, but those individuals that have time, they have a lot of time in front of them. When you really understand what Unpassive is doing, you're going to understand that your financial independence is going to happen in your youth, in your 20s or your 30s. And I can tell you when you have that, it is so liberating. It's something that I wish I had when I was a young man, because it opens up so many doors. You really get to do what you want to do, the passions that you have. And I have several young individuals, both men and women, on my team. They understand what's coming. They use social media. They use all those different platforms. People know what they're doing. And I won't tell you what I call them. It's endearing, but I won't say that on this webinar. They're really, really excited about their life, what's coming, and how much control they're going to have as to the direction that they take. If you're young, if you're in your 18 to 35, 45, OnPassive is the place to be, because you have the time to let OnPassive do what they're going to do, go to work for you, and build that residual income, that wealth online. And I believe OnPassive will do that for each and every one of us over time. So I wanted to throw that in there real quick, Rob and Lynn.
Excellent point, for sure. We've had this question before. We'd like to ask you both again. I may have already asked you this morning. I know the answer, but if I'm, Susie Smith becomes a user, and then she decides, well, I'm going to sign the NDA. Will she get traffic as an affiliate, or will she have to go out and look for her own traffic?
So this is what Emmeline is basically asking. I have a question for Marty. Is it true that the new affiliate whom I bring in will have traffic driven to their sites? I'm told they have to look for their own customers. Is that true?
I believe those details will be coming very, very soon. It was the point that anybody that comes in as an affiliate and signs the NDA, they will get traffic. Now, how much and whatever, I don't know. A lot of things are law. They have to come into law, like how you do it.
Oh, you're muted.
You muted, Marty?
His headset probably died.
Marty said it earlier. Everybody that comes into OnPassive goes through the founders. That should answer the question. Now, the amount of traffic that we're going to get, we have to wait and see what Mr. Mufareh is going to tell us. But everybody that comes into OnPassive, it goes through you and I. That's a really, really good thing, because a lot of people are going to be coming into OnPassive. Go ahead, Marty. Can you?
I wore out my headset. Yeah, I wore out my headset. Forgot what I was saying now. I don't know all the details 100%. So let's wait till Ash comes clear with that of what exactly how it's going to work. But yeah, it was where they would get a traffic because they were affiliates. But I want to wait. I'll ask, and then because I know a lot of things with traffic and what they give away and how they word it. There's wording, and then but I believe they can do very well if they're an affiliate. Okay, let's put it that way. But let's just wait. I don't really want to say yet because I'm not sure.
Right.
Anything further you guys want to add?
I'm wore out.
We've been here over an hour now, so this might be a good time to wrap up.
But first, who was it? Janet, let's see. Janet Butler came up with the new viral. It's known as hashtag disruptive.
Let's see if I can find it. Comment.
I think Gene was asking something about, are there any other terms we can use?
How about hashtag disruptive?
That's from Janet.
And I think Gene had said something earlier on.
Melanie said wildfire.
Where was that? Did I pass it? Oh, here.
How about wildfire?
How about wildfire?
Or eruption.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a good one.
With OnPassive, we're going to have to create new vocabulary, like viral. I think our products are going to go more than viral. We need another term that supersedes the term viral. It's going to be so massive. And I think that, even those of us who are excited now, we don't really, and we cannot conceive how big, how massive unpassive is going to be. Just imagine, we know maybe 5% of what unpassive will be, or is, or will be. That's all we know. When we find out the other 95%, we will be blown away. And remember, Unpassive keeps finding new niches, niche markets, as you can see it's already doing. Because when we started, we never conceived that Unpassive would be into all these different sectors that it's already in, right? So I'm saying it's massive. Just have a positive attitude because we are all fine, as Oliver Fonte says. We are indeed fine.
So why don't you scroll through? We need to say thank you for the super stickers
Yes.
while we're at it.
Let's thank our super sticker givers. We appreciate you.
Colonel Daniel Lee, our favorite auctioneer. Thank you, Colonel. Appreciate you
Thank
very
you.
much. Richard Lamott, he asked me to tell you to bite him, Marty. I love all you from the bottom of my heart. And that's from Richard. Thank you, Richard. Gemma Ramaki, thank you from Canada. We appreciate you as always.
Love you.
And thanks for those pictures today. Did you see those pictures she sent?
Oh, I didn't see them yet.
Of across from her house.
Oh yeah, I saw
the
those.
river.
That's amazing. It's a
doggies, as Marty
a
says.
stone's throw away from her home. It's beautiful.
And there's our
Pedro.
favorite YouTube user, Mr. Pedro Estrada. Thank you for that super sticker, brother. And we're glad you're safe home back in the DC area. Francis Tay from Singapore. Thank you very much, Francis.
Thanks for your ongoing support.
Yes, indeedy. And Tina Go from sunny Singapore.
Love
Thank you for your
Tina.
super sticker as well, Tina.
Thank you so much.
And did we get everybody? We don't miss people.
That was it. And then we want to say, Bruce says, Unpassive is hashtag the new sheriff in town. Isn't that so true?
That's for sure. So tomorrow is Tuesday. Let's talk about Tuesday briefly. We know we'll have Comfort on at 8, likely. At let's see, 9 o'clock we will have. No, is it 8 o'clock when Francis comes on?
Francis, can you write it?
Francis, I'm sorry, I should have remembered this. It's been a long day. But the OES training with Francis will be tomorrow morning
at 8:30 a.m.
8:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
OES classroom where Francis Tay will do a screen share of the OES. So come and join us. We will post in the back office. Again, that is 8:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
And let's see. Oh, Charmaine, thank you very much for that super stick. Very kind of you, Charmaine.
In Singapore.
Sunny Singapore.
Sunny Singapore.
All right. So that's at 8:30.
8:30 Eastern.
And then at 11, we look for a good possibility. We'll see Mr. Red Redford. Comfort is at 8, as I mentioned, Eastern Daylight. And then Chris Johnson, we'll look for him at 11:30. And Marty Pop DeGarmo we'll look for at noon. Who else?
And then 4 p.m. Comfort again.
Comfort again at 4. Then at 3 o'clock, correct me if I'm wrong, Yasmin and Amina have got a daily show. Marty, you were speaking of daily.
Magic Duo.
Magic Duo is now on daily.
And their sessions are very educational, so we recommend that you attend them. It's really worth it.
All right, that gets us up to 4 o'clock. Then, if we're lucky, RobLynn Live will be back if Ollie lets us out of our rooms. Gene didn't put me in my room tonight, so that's a good thing. And we'll be back at 8 tomorrow night. And
I think that's it.
The train has left the station, kids. The rumble is in the air. Don't tumble, don't stumble, just rumble. And we'll leave it there for now.
Hey, Rob, can I add something real quick?
Please do.
You're going to send me to my room.
No, because I sent that question to Ash about the traffic, and he answered me.
Okay.
He said if you select to become an affiliate, you will be in the company's traffic tank, mainly organic traffic and viral effect. No secret, top priority always will be founding members, and the doers are always first class and on passive flight.
Would you read that one more time since it was very meaty?
If you select to become an affiliate, you will be in company's traffic tank, mainly organic traffic and viral effect. So it's a big deal, okay? This is a really easy way to say this. No secret, top priority will always be founders. And the doers, you know what a doer is?
Active people?
You two are doers. I do. You're doers, all right? And doers will always be first class and on the unpassive flight. That's what he said. Perfect. So yes, there will be traffic for affiliates. And trust me, if you're involved in any kind of traffic with unpassive, organic or viral, get in now. Okay. No, it's a good thing. This is good. This is exactly what I wanted to hear. That's the best way he can say it. And
You asked the right guy.
You know, he tells the truth. So
Thank you.
Promises made, promises kept. And we want to remind everybody that Janet Butler is doing an O-Connect OES tutorial tomorrow as well at 8:30 p.m. Is that Eastern time, Janet? Let us know, Eastern Daylight Time.
it is.
It
Okay.
is Eastern Day. Okay.
Well, she's on the same side as I am, I believe.
Okay.
Am I right, Mike? Yeah. And plus, it's Janet, so don't miss it. There's nobody better than Janet. Trust me.
No,
Mhm.
Very good.
she's an absolute superstar. If you can be there, be there.
Yeah, no doubt.
We will try to dip in there after the old RobLynn Live tomorrow night. We'll try to be
Oh,
there. It'll go on.
Who you having on RobLynn Live tomorrow?
No one in particular planned.
Hadn't gotten that far yet, but
Well, then maybe it could be an hour, because anytime you have somebody on, you guys are not an hour, okay?
yeah, we've gotten the message on that one, and the last one,
Yeah,
I think,
you're
3
gonna
hours.
have to take the variety hour off of the title, okay? Because
Where did that come from?
yeah, you keep the same time as Mr. Mufarek.
Right.
He's a genius, but he doesn't know how to tell time. You know what I mean?
I can't tell time either, as you can see.
I don't even know what day it is sometimes. I'm walking around like it's Saturday sometimes, and all of a sudden I get, it's not Saturday. So, oh man.
Mike,
Yeah,
this is totally fun now. This is getting where we'd all hoped it'd be, and I think we're there. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
Well, all righty, we're going to wrap it up. Almost 2 hours, Marty. It's all because of you, brother.
No, it's because of Mike.
All right, it's all because of you and Mike.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys coming on. We'll look forward to seeing you again on another RobLynn Live. We're going to see you at the new top. Guaranteed.
New top.
The new top. There's new top after new top. It never ends. That's why it's exciting to be an unpassive.
Don't forget, it's hashtag new top.
Oh, that's right. And I want to say thank you to our folks here. I saw the comments, and there are a lot of hashtags. So people are actually practicing using hashtags. We want to see your hashtags on social media. People do it. Marty said, what did you say? You had 50 views on your link.
My TikToks were 50 views a day average, and they went to 500 to 700.
Just by adding hashtags.
Only thing I did.
Holy moly.
Not too shabby, as Ash says.
Not too shabby.
So people use those hashtags. Practice here while you're in RobLynn Live.
Dawn, what do you think about hashtags?
She's looking at you like, yeah, right.
You got to see the face I'm getting.
It's priceless.
No, you don't have to show me. I know. I get that face all the time, and elbows.
No.
Yeah, but she knows. Dawn's in my live every day, guys. Could you imagine that?
He's soaking it all up, right?
Yeah, I don't know about soaking it all up. Yeah,
Careful.
that sounds good, but that's not really.
Easy, like Mike said.
Careful.
All right, guys, we'll see you real soon. We appreciate you coming.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everybody.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks to everyone here
Yeah.
too.
See
We
you
love
later.